start answering questions that I get at listing appointments or after showings in my car, because it's the easiest way when I'm not interrupted and driving. And so this is what just came up at a listing appointment that I just had. Their house, that we were talking about comps and whatnot, and they were like, the house next door to us sold for like $100,000 under value. And they're like, we are pissed about like that might make our property valued. So what I said to them is maybe it was a non-arm's length transaction, which is something that we use in real estate, is arm's length transaction and non-arm's length transaction. And there's a difference between the two in what you use at comp and valuing your property. So an arm's length transaction is where the buyer and seller don't know each other, and maybe they do, but they're acting independently. That's usually what transactions are arm's length transactions. When a seller lists a property, buyers buy it, they don't know each other. Maybe they do randomly because they're stalking them on LinkedIn and Facebook and they find out they know each other, enough connections, which always happens. But an arm's length transaction is that. A non-arm's length transaction is when, if I were to like sell my house to my brother at a discount, sorry Cody, not going to sell my house at a discount to you, but if I were to do that, or my mom sell my house, or it's a non-arm's length transaction. So a lot of times those transactions then are at a discounted price because your mom or I would be giving my brother a deal on it. And you can then, if you have that information with valuing a property, the house next door, I'm going to find out if it was a non-arm's length transaction, because I know if it's a good agent on the other side, they're going to pull comps and they're like, this sold for X price. And I'll be like, yes, because they sold it to their brother. They sold it to their mom. It was a non-arm's length transaction. So we're going to adjust the price accordingly. So we can kind of, in a sense, they're still going to try to use it. An appraiser might throw it out as not a comp to use because of the discount that was given, is not what would happen in transaction on the open market in an arm's length transaction. So there you have it. That came up in my listing appointment today, discussing what an arm's length transaction and a non-arm's length transaction is, and how you use those comps when valuing your house or a house that you have a client that is buying, vice versa, all of that. So there you go.